Welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute devotional podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse. Broadcast from the ever-beautiful Sharonville, Ohio, on the sunny side of Cincinnati. Hey, welcome back to Daily Dose Radio. This is your home for redemptive words. No cursing here, folks. Not at all. We are about Bible study. 5 minutes every day, reading through the Psalms verse by verse. This is your home for underground Bible study. So we're looking at Psalm 109 this week and having a great time doing it. We've looked at verses 16 through 24. Today we come to 25 through 27, and we come back to the Passion of Christ again. We began with it in the first few verses. We saw Judas and the prophecy about Judas, and now in 25, 26, and 27, we come back to the Passion. We're going to see both the cross and post-resurrection passages here. At least I'm saying that this is my interpretation here, but I see the Passion here. Maybe you will too. So let me read for you beginning in verse 25. I became also a reproach unto them. When they looked upon me, they shaked their heads. Help me, O Lord my God, O save me according to thy mercy, that they may know that this is thy hand, that thou, Lord, hast done it. How beautiful. Do you see what I see? Verse 25, they looked upon me, they shook their heads. Okay, go back to Matthew chapter 27 and Mark chapter 15, and in both the gospel accounts, you're going to find when they hung Jesus on the cross, that viewers, the ones who were there at the scene, passed by his cross, hurling insults at him and shaking their heads. So not only did they reproach him with their words, again we come back to the cursing, but they shook their heads, and I think what we have here in the psalm is a reflection of what's going to happen at the cross. David seeing in the future his descendant, Christ Jesus, hanging on that cross and viewing those people as they passed by, and they shook the head. He was a reproach, wasn't he? He was a byword. They hissed at him. They said, oh, let him come down from the cross. He saved others. Let him save himself. And then verse 26, help me, O Lord my God, O save me according to thy mercy. A beautiful prayer, probably a prayer something like what Jesus maybe prayed in the Garden of Gethsemane. But I think couched between verse 25 and verse 27, we have this prayer in verse 26, which is a beautiful prayer for those who are seeking the Lord to save them. If you come to the place where you understand your condition like the poor man does, if you come to the place where you understand the transient nature of life, if you come to the place where you understand the corruption of the flesh, then you're going to say, you're going to look to the cross and see that the only remedy for you is Jesus. And you're going to cry out to him. When you do, take this verse 26 and pray it for me, would you? Pray, help me, O Lord my God, O save me according to thy mercy. And do you know what will happen? He'll do exactly that. Because Jesus paid this price for you, you can pray this prayer and God will answer. Because the deed has been done. The debt has been paid. Jesus has taken your place on the cross, and now is open to you all the mercy of God. And all you need to do, friend, is to pray this prayer. Help me, O Lord my God, O save me according to thy mercy. Please pray that prayer. Verse 27, that they may know that this is thy hand. And then notice that thou hast done it. This comes over to us, I think, in Acts chapter 2. We see what Peter does in Acts chapter 2 when he's preaching to the gathered throngs, and he says, by the determined counsel, Jesus was taken up, and the foreknowledge of God. So the council decided to put Jesus to death, but it wasn't their will they were exercising. No, it was the hand of God that was moving them to put Jesus on the cross. So let all know that this is God's hand at work in the story of the Passion of Christ. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow as we close out Psalm 109 on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. I'm David Smith. The music today has been performed by the Bluegrass Experiment. Thanks again for listening. I'll see you next time on Daily Dose Radio.